Minecraft Dripstone. You love it, you hate it. It's kind of a very important part of the 1.18 to 1.19 update. So right now I'm playing on a server, which I've intentionally turned off everything that would reveal who is on this server. But I have built this massive dripstone farm, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's producing so much. Wrong. It's really bad. But yeah, why do you say that dripstone farm is trash? Well, there are a few things that are at play here. So in order to farm dripstone, you have to have a dripstone underneath. Then you go up a little bit, and then you have a pointed dripstone underneath. And then you know have a bit of water on top, which I'm gonna tap off here in order to keep it safe. And I just accidentally broke it. The world is gonna end. Now that I've fixed my egregious error, we can now see this dripstone farm. Now I'm going to set the... Oh, dang it, I disabled the chat. Right, that's right. So, I'm going to set the random tick speed to like 10,000 here. And then you see this will grow. Now, this, naturally, of course, is the worst possible farm, because it will only produce you one of them at a time. And, you know, it's just bad. Even if you're sitting at it for the longest time, it would only produce you one at a time. And you just have to sit there, breaking it ever so slowly, except the fact that this would actually take like 20 minutes to grow a single one. This becomes even worse when you notice that you need to have, in fact, 9 dripstone in order to expand this farm. 1 for the top, 1 for the bottom, and then 1 for the actual dripstone itself. So because of this, I would say that this actually is worse than my farm, but that's because this is literally the worst possible dripstone farm that you can have, other than just, you know, if you're to remove the water, and therefore it's technically not even a dripstone farm anymore, it's just a little spike in the sky. Actually, it appears that this bottom block does not even need to be dripstone, so actually, this is even worse than I thought, because it's even an unnecessary dripstone. Actually, I'm just gonna perform another little test here. Does this one have to be dripstone? What if this one's dripstone, that one's not? Okay, never mind. Turns out I've been living life completely wrong. So the only requirement for a dripstone farm is to have the dripstone block, and then the dripstone itself, and then it goes over a different block, such as that block down there. But despite my world-shattering revelation, I am going to rebuild my previous dripstone farm, and then demonstrate why it is bad. This including the, you know, unnecessary dripstone on the bottom. Okay, I've gone ahead and recreated this, except I've used barrier blocks to carry in the edges because I think that looks cooler. So, this is the recreation of the dripstone farm. I may be 1 block short, but I'm pretty sure this is the right height. So this is a 4 block tall, in regards to the space the dripstone takes up. So this is 4 blocks tall, and it is a 16 by 16 area. And this is why I think you should not rebuild this. One of the reasons is that you can break any of the blocks in the farm. If you are harvesting the dripstone, you could break this block, you could break this block, you could break the dripstone underneath. You can break things that are not supposed to be broken. So I would suggest you bring your roof up a few blocks. Let's see, how much higher would it have to be in order to be fixed? So this is 5 blocks, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you should put your... Oh, dang it. Okay, 8. So you should be putting your last pointed dripstone at 8 blocks. So, in other words, we should be putting the pointed dripstone here and the normal dripstone here. So then, when you're harvesting, you break the tip of the last dripstone instead of the dripstone portion itself up here, which you should never break. If you really feel like it, you could lower it down 1 block. So then when it gets a little bit longer, you can go at a slight angle in order to break the last dripstone block. As, you know, if this were to go up here, you have to stand directly below it. But you also could manage going at a very slight angle to harvest it. So, in other words, go up 9 blocks and then put your pointed dripstone up there. Well, your dripstone block at 9. And then at block in number 8, put your pointed dripstone. This will make it so that your dripstone farm not only has a lot more storage, because this farm only has like 3 blocks of storage. It makes it so it has significantly more storage, and also makes it so that you are able to not break this top apparatus, which is pretty important. So there is another reason why I mentioned this being 16 blocks long, is because pistons can be used to automate the harvesting of the dripstone. So I'm going to put down a piston here. Right here. And now, as you guys can see, this is going across the length of the farm. I'm going to take our redstone block, activate it, and it won't push. Okay, then, well, how many more blocks shorter does it need to be? So 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Oh, it's broken. Okay. So here we are at 12 blocks long. And as you can see, it can push stuff. Assuming you put another piston on the other side, you can push that side as well. Meaning that, never mind, put a normal piston here. If you put a normal piston on the other side and a sticky piston on one side, in a 12 block long dripstone farm, you are able to automate the harvesting process because dripstone is put on the bottom as well as the top. So let's say that we have these 12 dripstone here ready to harvest. Well, guess what? Bam! I just harvested all of those dripstone. And then I activate redstone pulse on the other side. I'm pretty sure a few repeaters and a little bit of redstone shenanigans should make that a little bit easier. However, if you look here, I'm going to have to either cut off like 4 blocks off of every single dimension in order to fix this, or completely rebuild a new one somewhere else, putting all this dripstone to waste. Now, you guys also may be wondering, well, how do we automatically harvest the top portion? I'm going to put this at the inefficient height of like 7 or whatever this is, in order to demonstrate how you could harvest the top portion. And the answer is flying machines. If you were to put a little flying machine across the top as well as the bottom, you could automate both sides of the process by building a cute little flying machine. I'm going to put it right here. So in this example, the dripstone has grown out a little bit. I'm going to activate this little system here, and now it flies across, harvesting that dripstone. Now, if you were to position a little bit better, you could have little arms extending to either side. However, there is still a maximum of, I believe it is still 12 blocks that you can have on the side, although I think the observer makes it so that's only a maximum of 11. I'm not extremely phenomenal with redstone, so you may need to look for somebody else in order to provide advice in regards to that. However, once more, if it's a 16 by 16 area, kind of don't have that option, meaning that you still have to rebuild the farm or completely trash up your previous farm in order to make it better. So that's just about it, guys. So when building your dripstone farms, remember to make them taller in order to make it so you don't accidentally break the portions of your farm that are important, as well as to increase the amount of storage that you have. And try not to go further than 12 blocks on a single dimension. For example, if this were to be a 12 by 16 farm, I'd still be able to make it work, because I'd be able to push it across or send a flying machine across, except the flying machine would be going down this way, and these blocks would still be pushable. In other words, don't have one of the sides of your farm be longer than 12 blocks, and make sure to make it at least 8 blocks tall. Well, I suppose 9 blocks tall if you include the dripstone itself. This will make it so that your dripstone farming experience is better, and it also will make it so that you can improve upon your farm in the future when you have access to more materials. Now, this is the farm that I built when I was in like day 2, survival-wise, because I just needed a lot of dripstone for farming lava. So I just slapped together a quick little farm, and I'm having to improve upon it at a later date. I hope that you guys have a very good day, and I thank you guys for watching. At this point, I have 12 subscribers and well over 1,000 views total on my channel. So I'd like to thank you guys for that, and I hope that you guys have a very, very good day. Oh yeah, actually, another thing. If you want to shoot me a question in the comments section, feel free to do so. I have some knowledge in regards to this. Obviously, I made a YouTube video on it. Only qualified people can post things online, right? Either way, if you have a question, just comment it. I'll respond. I have made it a point to respond to every single comment and make sure that any concerns in my comment section are addressed. So, if you have a question, I'll be sure to answer. Have a good day.